It's TNT Creations, and today I'm here with a very special guest, the one and only Spoken Reasons.
Well, it's gonna take me some time to get there. It's gonna take me some time. It's gonna take some time.
Come on, have a seat.
It's gonna take some time.
Have a seat.
Oh.
How you feeling today, Mr. Spoken Reasons?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. So y'all may recognize Spoken Reasons from his YouTube channel that has almost 2 million subscribers. If not, y'all are gonna get to know him now. All right, so let's start off with your brand, FCHW.
You know what's so funny? I just got rid of my wristband.
You just got rid of your wristband? You had a wristband that said it?
Yeah, but
I expected you to have the t-shirt on.
Well, I gave it to the cash register. Oh, not cash register. The cashier. I gave it to the cashier at 7-Eleven? Yeah, because everybody that knows me, if they know me and they want to take a picture, I just give them the wristband.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Where my wristband at? I'm playing.
We're going to get it after the interview.
Okay, so FCHW, can you tell me what that stands for and how that has helped you get to where you are now?
Faith, consistency, and hard work. That's what it stands for. And how it helped me get to where I am today. I started off doing a video in 2011. I think it was 2011, 2012. It was called FCHW with my brother. My brother was in the back or whatever. He was in and out of his name. His Aramis, A-Maps. And I said, well, one, it's a brand. You ever heard of the brand called Johnny Cupcakes? No. Okay, well, check it out. When you live in LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you get to LA, make sure you go somewhere where I think Fairfax. Fairfax, right behind Fairfax. Oh, your phone went off. Make sure you put it on silent. Yeah, interviews, the cell phone was supposed to be off at all times.
It was my big sister.
So if your phone is who was family. Oh, your big sister? Oh, that's cool.
I don't got a sister.
Well, that's for real. You got a big sister?
It was my big sister from Cheer a couple of years ago.
If it ain't blood, it don't count.
Okay.
But it does count if she consider you family. But FCHW started off, you know what I'm saying? I was watching Johnny Cupcakes and Diamond Supply. Diamond Supply? You know Diamond Supply? You never seen episode of anything? You know what Diamond Supply is? You never saw anything? Damn, that's great. Nobody know what Diamond Supply is? Wow. That's right next to the Johnny Cupcake store. Okay. Somewhat. Well, they developed a cult following, right? And they're like a small brand. Johnny Cupcake, he started off selling his brand at colleges from his trunk. And I looked at my homeboy, I'm like, dang, how does he have all these people tattooing his stuff on their arms and stuff? And he was like, look, man, I don't know. He just came up with a brand and people believed in it. He said, you should come up with a brand, but he didn't tell me what it was. I said, oh, I got a brand called FCHW. He said, what is that? Faith, consistency, and hard work. He said, bro, do it right now. I came out with a video a week or two later. He said, bro, I promise you, if you come out with a brand called FCHW, people eventually will buy into it, and you'll develop a cult following. So I came up with it, and next thing you know, the next week I have no tattoos on me whatsoever.
People got it tatted.
They started emailing me with the tattoos. I got over like 100 people.
Wow.
With tattoos. I can't even count them all.
You know I got one.
You do?
No.
Oh damn. You gotta get one after this now. And you lying if you say no. If you lying if you say yeah. You ain't gonna get one, are you?
I don't think I'm gonna do I can't do the pain. Why you don't got no tattoos?
Well, I was about to get one on my 29th birthday.
Recently, December 19th.
Yeah, my birthday was a week ago, but I chose not to get one.
Why?
Because I wasn't ready.
Let's get a tattoo after this. FCHW.
We're gonna get one before the year 2018 ends.
Okay. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, that's
maybe a temporary one.
Maybe. but I told myself if I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get one right here. It's gonna be a barcode.
Okay.
Where FCHW is gonna be like something you can scan. It's gonna be something real original.
Oh, like the little.
Yeah, like
that would be dope.
Right,
and then it's everywhere. I see it.
You know what I'm saying? I see it. You feel me? That's how we rocking. So that's how it happened. So people started tatting it on them. And then next thing you know, I started creating hoodies, wristbands, and all kind of stuff, and people were just flooding it. So the reason why I did that is because I wanted people to not only look at my brand, but look at my brand, but not think about me. So even if you don't like me, faith, consistency, and hard work, you can apply that to anything, even bad, even if it's something bad. I'm not telling you to do bad. I'm telling you to do good, but it can be applied to anything. So I think that's why everybody, really gravitate to it.
You told me how you get started with the brand. How do you apply that to your daily life?
I was uploading videos twice a week. At one point, I was uploading videos every Sunday and Wednesday.
That's dope.
For like 8-9 months straight.
Wow.
Probably almost a year. And
that's hard.
Yeah, that's how I applied it. So, and people don't know, it's very hard to sustain having a YouTube career, especially in this day and age, with all this Instagram and Vine stuff going on. So during that time, it was just strictly YouTube. But people don't know I came from Facebook. In like 2007, before Facebook even had videos like that. So I mean, FCHW is just something that I carry with me. So every time when I'm playing basketball, if I'm waking up in the morning and I feel like I'm discouraged, I look at my wristband and I see FCHW. It tells me to keep going. And also, if I feel like I'm just too discouraged and I don't want to do anything, I have people that follow me, that depend on me, so I have to keep going. So it gives me motivation to do my thing, regardless.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So how did you get into YouTube? You said you started off with Facebook first. I think you had your YouTube channel for like 9 years. How long?
Going on 10 years.
10 years. Wow.
Going on 10 years. I started my YouTube channel in 2008. 2018 is approaching.
I just finished the 5th grade in 2008.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all making me feel old, man. Are you serious?
I swear.
Damn. Jesus.
I remember I was watching one of your really old videos, the one, what was it called? I think it was called You Will Be Slapped or something like that.
Okay.
So as you can see, you came a long way.
That video's still up? That video ain't up no more.
Yeah, I watched it today. It's still up.
For real?
You thought you deleted it?
What was I talking about? Chris Brown?
No. You was talking about how somebody got punched in the line at McDonald's. And you was like, the way I was raised, you'll get slapped.
Damn. I'll be forgetting about the stuff I'll be saying.
Do you still agree with that?
Well, I don't agree with everything.
Slapping people?
Yeah, to a degree. To a degree.
Alright, so what does somebody have to do to get slapped?
If you mess with anybody in my family, you getting slapped.
Alright. I agree.
If you're a woman, I ain't gonna slap you. I'm gonna send somebody to slap you.
See, in the video, you said you was gonna slap the woman.
That was then. I'm not gonna do that no more.
So you changed your ways?
I've changed my ways.
You don't slap females no more?
Hey, I just take it to God and tell God to do His work. Even if it ain't His work.
Okay.
That sound bad?
No, that's so bad at all.
I can't do it. I can't go to jail over this stuff. You see, people, they try to act all hard, like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna slap you when I see you. Nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna do... No, you ain't gonna do nothing. Send a girl that way and just finish the job.
Okay, so your most viewed video on YouTube, 62 million views.
It's actually more than that.
Really?
Combined on his channel, World Star, everybody that shared.
So we just gonna round it off around like 100 million. 100 million views.
That doesn't even include audio, the song that's spinning on the radio, whatever it does.
So tell me about, okay, if y'all don't know, we're talking about the Asking All Them Questions video.
Yeah,
so I remember like being in high school, my track team, literally every practice, we would sing the song while we were stretching, like every day.
Yeah.
So like, it's just iconic, like it's really iconic. So can you tell me the process of how y'all, like it was Emmanuel Hudson, you, right?
Yeah.
How y'all came up with that song and the process of creating that video?
Well, actually, he recorded the actual song off of Jay-Z's. Well, the beat itself comes from Jay-Z's Jigga What.
I didn't know that.
So people don't know this. You gotta go back and listen to Jigga What, and you'll hear the similarities in the beat within itself from Asking All Them Questions. So he did the song at his mom's house on a webcam. I saw him, I'm like, man, this dude pretty funny. And I'm like, you know what, I got a little money to send him something and bring him here. Let me see what he's talking about. So I called him up, talked to him, And I got him to Orlando, got him in the studio, put him in the hotel, all the other stuff. The next day we woke up, we did like probably 50 takes.
Wow.
Because if you look at Asking Autumn Question, it started off in the apartment, and then it was just a car. In the car, it was straight through.
Yeah.
It wasn't no cuts, no nothing. It was straight.
It was dope.
Yeah, it was organized. So that's how it happened, and ever since then, it just went from wherever it went from. His life changed, my life changed, and I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you, in the process of recording that video, did y'all expect or did y'all think it was gonna blow up the way it did?
We didn't know it was gonna blow up like that, but I knew it was gonna blow up. Nigga, if I'm spending about $500 to get you to Florida with your hotel and your food, and to put you in the studio,
you need at least a million.
It better work.
At least 1 million views if you're doing all that.
It better work. So when it popped off, it didn't surprise me, but when it became like 5 million, 6 million, 10 million, 15, 20, I'm like, damn. I said, oh yeah, we in here.
Yeah.
And then
people, we still playing it out today. Like, I was looking at the video today, and in the comment section was like, who's watching this in 2017?
Bro,
and everybody was
I still get the comments to my phone every day. They always say, oh, just like what you said, who's watching it in 2017? It doesn't stop.
That's dope.
You know?
So do you think that's going to be one of those things, like, generations from now, we're going to be seeing it, asking all them questions? Maybe you could perform it at, like, the BET Awards or something. Would you be down for that?
Well, he performed it, though.
He did?
I didn't say anything in the song.
Oh, you didn't? That's true.
He performed the whole thing. All I did was just drive.
That's true. So who wrote the song? He wrote the song.
He did. He's the creator of Asking Autumn Question.
Okay.
I just polished it.
Okay, I feel it.
So, you know,
I feel it.
And at that time I had a lot of juice and influence to really reach out, because I never reached out to anybody at that time. So I said, you know what, let me just try to see what I can do. And he was one of the first people I reached out to, and it just went somewhere. And he's not the first person who I touched and it went somewhere. I've touched multiple people and their careers went. He's not the only one.
That's a blessing. Yeah. That's so amazing to have.
Jazzy, watch Jazzy, the girl who had a boo-boo in the toilet.
Yeah.
She out here doing her thing.
Oh my goodness, I love that video.
Yeah, she's on a 50 Central show with 50 Cent.
Wow.
She's doing her thing.
That's dope.
You know Chloe and Haley, the two little light-skinned girls that work with Beyonce with the dreads.
Yeah.
They were in my video at first. They blew up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of other people, man. You know what I'm saying? I've touched quite a few people that's done their thing, and I'm just happy to see that I was able to scope out and say they got something going. They have a gift, not a talent. There's a difference between gift and talent. And you know, when I brought them in, and just they went, because my job is just to bring you to the well, but I can't make you drink the water.
Preach.
That's where we at.
Okay, that's really dope. So like, you're a jack of all trades. You're funny. Like, you can record, you can write, like, you do all these different things. What is your favorite thing to create? Like, is it spoken word? Is it creating videos, short films? What's your favorite thing?
Do I have to answer that? No, I'm going to answer. Do I have to answer one thing?
No, it could be a couple of things. It could be everything.
I just like recording.
You just like recording?
Comedy is one of those type of things where it's like, I can do it if I really want to. But it wasn't like a passion for me growing up. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm waking up and I want to be a comedian 20 years from now. I never thought that. I just went to college one day, and you know what I'm saying, I went to school for half the semester, and then next thing you know, spoken word, then comedy, and then next thing you know, my life is changing. So comedy is taking off, but spoken word is my baby. But comedy is just something that I know. Here's the story of my life. I feel like when people tell me that I can't do something, then you just messed up. Because I'm gonna do everything I can to try to prove to you, and I don't do that now. I don't try to prove anything to nobody now. But at that time, I was trying my best to try to be like, hey, I'm gonna prove to you that I can do this. And that's all what comedy did for me. So when it took off, people were like, oh, this is what you do. yeah, that's what I do, but I also do this too. So this is why you see the conscious spoken reason, and then you like, well, where's the comedy? And it's like, I don't know where to choose in between, because I was conscious before I was doing comedy. I would do comedic, acts. So I can't really pick, but if I really had to, I would probably stick to films. Because that's where the bread and butter is, and that's where you can gravitate to people and really get their attention for hours straight. So,
That's really dope. So you have your channel. The short film on your channel. There's 3 parts to it. It's called Relationship Games, if I'm right.
Yeah, four.
4 parts.
Yeah.
4 parts.
Yeah.
So I remember, I feel like I watched that probably like a year ago, so it's not fresh on my mind. So can you explain to me a little bit about the process of creating that short film, and like what sparked your interest in doing that?
Well, at the beginning of Relationship Games, I said that people take secrets to the grave with them every day. And I feel like in relationships, people, they can tell their truth, or they can either hold on to it. So that's why I call it Relationship Games. And then from then on, I just started adding the STDs, all that other stuff in it, and then next thing you know, it took off. Especially when you add herpes in there. You add herpes in the mix, it's like, oh damn, somebody got the herpes. This is some real junk. So when I added that in, I didn't know it was gonna blow up the way it was gonna blow up.
It blew up.
But when I add that in, I'm like, oh snap, people really like taking this stuff seriously.
It was good. I was only tears.
But I was 20. I mean, old enough for some people, but I was 23 at the time. I'm 29. So when I did that, I did it because it was real, but I didn't know what it was actually going to do until people actually told me about it and I saw the response. So Relationship Games is just one of those type of things that I made a movie for, and I'm going to continue it. So it's been a success over the years. I just took my step back and just kind of like seeing how the game play, and I'm going to make my move actually this year, 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for you. So, Spoken Reasons. How did you come up with your name? Where did you get your name? Where does it come from?
Spoken word.
Spoken word.
Poetry.
Okay.
Everything spoken has a reason. It's very self-explanatory.
Everything
so it's not
has
very
a
deep.
reason.
It ain't that deep.
Oh, that's deep. Everything's spoken.
The number one thing I get is when people say, how are you a comedian but you have an educational ass name?
What?
I'm like, damn, I can't educate people while I'm over here, spitting this truth in comedy. But I don't know, Spoken Reasons just came from me making a mixtape, and I did a spoken word album back in 2008, 10 years ago, damn near. And I said I need to come up with a name for myself. That's how Spoken Reasons came. So, and then I created a YouTube channel, and there it was. I held on to it.
That's amazing, because it's really like Spoken Reasons is you. I'm gonna be honest, I did not know your real name until today, because I was like, let me, because I thought about it, I was like, I really don't know his real name. So I had to type it into Google, looked it up, and so I'm like, okay. But to you, I just feel like you're Spoken Reasons to me. Like,
well, what does everybody call me?
Spoken Reasons.
Everybody call me JB.
That is true.
When you meet me, I'm JB.
That is true.
Well, I do tell my people that I'm JB. I say, hey, this is your boy JB, aka Spoken. You know what I'm saying? But when you meet me, I'm JB. If you're from a distance, they may call me Spoken Reasons or whatever. But when you come in contact with me, I'm JB.
Okay, JB.
Yeah.
JB. So, do you prefer your subscribers to call you JB or Spoken Reasons?
It doesn't matter, but if you call me JB, I'm gonna know what time it is.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna know it's more personable.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you rolling up on me, you saw one video. You're like, oh, that's Spoken Reasons. I'm like, you might not know me like that. But if you say JB, I'm like, dang, they must have watched like 20 videos or 30 videos. So I'm gonna think it's more personal.
Okay, so how is it with having like 2 million, almost 2 million like followers and subscribers behind your back? Like, can you go out in public and just enjoy your privacy? Or do you always have people like trying to take pictures? Like, how is that?
Well, people take pictures everywhere I go. But the privacy thing, I'm cool. I get my privacy. I'm ducked off anyway. I've never been the type of person that's in everybody's face. I don't really get down like that. I kind of stay in my own lane. But the 2 million followers is cool. But I also tell people that we live in a time now where followers don't really, it means everything if you're on the way. Like if you're putting in your bid and you're trying to get in the game, followers mean everything. You gotta get in there, you gotta show and prove. But once you have it, it's two levels to it. It's getting in, is getting in the game, trying to strive to get there, and then the second part is maintaining. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. This is where you hear people say, oh, where are they now? And all the other stuff. A lot of these people that you don't hear from, they still out here. They still do shows on the road. You may not see them in movies every day, but they're still here. So, but the hardest part is maintaining the success. And it depends on what you consider success. Some people consider success as making it. Some people consider it as, oh, I have 1 million views. It depends on what you consider it. So this is why you're going to hear everybody's opinion, and you can't let that break your focus, because whatever your plan is, that's your plan.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah. So I feel like you're a very inspirational person. Like you be spitting out knowledge, like advice all throughout your videos, and it's really dope because like you have the comedy aspect at the same time, but like you say, you can be conscious, like you're real, like you like to speak about the facts and the truth. So like you have a podcast you recently started called The Unspoken Truth. Can you tell me like the process of getting that podcast started and why you did it?
Well, I did Unspoken Truth because I've been very inconsistent with videos. So over the past 3-4 years, people are like, dang, why you ain't been dropping as many videos in a year like you've been doing? It's because, you know, one, I've grown. Two, things happen. It's like, all right. One, I want my people to appreciate me. We live in a time now where people, you know, they allow the people to predict how their careers are gonna go.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, well, this is how I see them. They're not gonna make it 2 years from now because I said so. Nigga. Yeah, right. I retire you. You don't retire me. So while I'm hot, let me just pull back. And then it's like taking the candy out the baby's mouth. Like, oh, where is he? Where's the candy? It's over here. And then when it's gone and you realize that all these new people coming up, it's like, well, where's so-and-so? Well, let me go dig for him. And here I am. This is how it happens. So when you take the candy out of people's mouths early, a lot of times what people don't understand is you force people to appreciate you. And I felt like I wasn't very appreciated at the time. I was by a lot of people, but I felt like a good number of them didn't appreciate me, so I had to let it be known, like, hey, this is what you get. So that's where all that, you know, come from. Okay,
so Unspoken Truth. Like, so the podcast, exactly what are the unspoken truths you're talking about?
Well, the Unspoken Truth is just, it's really a platform for everybody. So like I said, well, the radio show was really created because when I wasn't really uploading videos like that, it's just a replacement for everybody to come in and hear me every day and get a real feel of who I am. So, you know, I wanted to sell who JB is, not who Spoken is. So people don't really know who JB is. They know Spoken, that crazy dude that be on camera talking crazy, doing skits and everything, but Unspoken Truth, I realized that radio is the middleman to all entertainment. If people can listen to your voice, like the Ricky Smiley show, the Steve Harvey show, whatever radio, if you can listen to their voice, you'll go out and go see that person. So I say, you know what, let me just create something that's like a middleman to all entertainment, and if people want to listen to me, they'll come out and support me. And I know those are the people that really love me. If you listen to my voice, you will come out and support me. So if I keep this going forever, I'm not gonna lose. So that's why I did the podcast. I know a lot of y'all gonna probably steal that stuff, and a lot of y'all doing podcasts now. I'm not hating on y'all, but I know a lot of y'all gonna do podcasts after this.
So like with your podcast and like everything that you have going on, where do you find like time for you? Like when are you always working? Because you know, faith, consistency, and hard work. So are you like grinding like every day, or like do you take your self-care days? You go to the spa. Like when do you find time for you? Because like YouTube is no joke. Editing and making videos, like that's hours upon hours. Do you have time for you?
My work is me.
Your work is so okay. So it's like one. I'm
probably gonna end up dying in the middle of this, unless I hate to say this. I mean, that ain't bad, is it?
It sounded a little concerning.
Not really. Because
you want to die.
Which one would you rather?
love.
I want to ask you this: would you rather me die sniffing cocaine? You found out I died in my hotel, or would you rather hear about me saying I died on set?
Neither. I'd rather you live.
If you had to pick,
I don't want to pick. I want you to live.
Well, of course, but we all gotta go.
I know.
But what I'm saying is, I'm telling you, that's who I am.
I get it.
So my work is me. When people ask me, "Oh, what do you do for fun?"
Work.
I live my dream. Your dream is a hobby that's turned into something that you get paid off of.
I like that.
So when I was like into this stuff, like you can ask my brother, like my brother would tell you, like I would always to the left. I would never indulge into everything, whatever like everybody was doing. But I always had my own little world. But at the same time, I said, you know what? I'm gonna jump out into this thing and try to make it work. I didn't know I was gonna get paid from it. I just leap, and when I took a leap, I got paid from it, and here I am living my dream. So when people ask me, where do you find time for yourself? I've always had the time to myself. So I wake up every day and I say, this is what I'm going to do because I want to. Yeah, I need to do it, but I need to do it because it became a job.
Okay.
And it's a dream. So everybody should be striving to live their dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're working 9 to 5, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with handling your business and paying your bills. But, you know, also have something in store on the back end that you can, you can live off of and wake up in the morning and not hate yourself and be like, dang, I'm working for somebody and yeah, I may be rich, because there's a lot of rich people who ain't happy.
We was just talking about that.
There's a lot of rich people. There's a lot of rich people that's working for big companies and all kind of big corporations, and they ain't happy at all. They straight, but they aren't good. So, who happy? Are you living your dream? Are you happy?
Are you happy, y'all?
It's on you.
So you talk about in your videos a lot. You talk about like being successful and like reaching your dream. Like you're always encouraging people like to live out their dream, to go for their goals. But then you also say like if you're truly passionate about something, that you're never gonna be completely satisfied. That you're always gonna want more. Do you still believe that?
True.
True. So
it doesn't end.
Where are you at now? Do you feel like you've ever reached a point in your life where you felt satisfied, or you always felt like there was more you wanted?
I've been satisfied along the way because I've accomplished goals. You set goals, you accomplish them, next. So if you notice, most people that do, especially entertainment, they never die finishing their projects. They die right in the middle of it. And then everybody says, oh damn, how are we gonna finish this stuff? We gotta figure out a way. So when you're in the middle of something that you love doing, you're 9 times out of 10, it doesn't end until you say, I retire. And most people don't retire happy like that, especially when you're doing entertainment. So sad to say, most people end up dying in the middle of their journey, which is okay to me, especially if you got money stacked away.
Sounds okay to me. True. So you say you want to die doing what you love, right? You want to die like living out your dream. So when you like look at your life and everything and where you are now, who would you say is your biggest inspiration? Like who inspired you to be you?
Tupac, Tyler Perry, because of his grind. Like Tyler Perry used to live out his scar. Tyler Perry used to do plays and he wasn't getting on, and he stayed consistent with it until it became something. I respect people that help people. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's really, it's deeper than just, promoting your talent. It's all about helping the people that's in your circle too. Yeah. So the people who I admire, they have a history of helping people around them. And that's what I want to be.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I can completely agree. Like me pursuing a career in the entertainment industry as well, I noticed like a lot of people seem like very selfish because it's very competitive. And I feel like it's rare when you find people who are giving, who want to help others. Yeah. So I think that's really dope. That's a nice trait to have.
Yeah.
Well, y'all heard it from Spoken Reasons.
Yep.
Thank you for speaking with me today. Thank you for being here.
All good.
And make sure y'all, if you aren't already, I assume that you are, but make sure you subscribe to his channel and subscribe to mine as well. It's been TNT and
we hot.
See y'all later.
Me, one-on-one. You asking me though. Now we talking about as far as a group, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know, from the history